Hello, and welcome to episode 29 of Embracing Mastery, the podcast where I hope to offer inspiration based on my own journey of transformation to anyone who would like to become empowered and sovereign. Today's episode is based on my post titled, Love as an Algorithm, Tap into Its Sovereignty. Mankind, he said, judging from their neglect of him, have never, as I think, at all understood the power of love. For if they had understood him, they would surely have built noble temples and altars, and offered solemn sacrifices in his honor, but this is not done. Plato, The Symposium. The Blaze. My husband and I bought a house that we loved. I mean, really loved. A year and a half later, we were awoken at 3 a.m. by loud cracking noises, the doorbell ringing consecutively, and our black lab bunker barking in alarm. A fire had engulfed our garage and was quickly moving towards the kitchen and the second floor of our home. The smoke detectors had failed, but thanks to Bunker, we were all fortunate enough to exit the house unscathed to wait for the firefighters to extinguish the blaze. The dust settled. We were all in a bit of shock that morning when we were informed that we needed to find a place to stay. Our home was uninhabitable. We couldn't move back in until the layer of smoke, which had settled over everything, was cleaned and the electrical and ductwork was deemed safe. The fire had been contained primarily to the garage, part of the kitchen, and the guest room on the second floor. But the garage was decimated, windows had exploded from extreme heat, and the electrical and plumbing systems for that part of the house were rendered useless. That said, we were all very grateful to be alive. We stayed in a hotel for a week and returned to a clean but partly scorched home. We immediately processed the fire insurance claim, only to find that we weren't going to receive anywhere close to what we thought we'd have to repair and rebuild. We decided we would make repairs in stages and rebuild as and when we were financially prepared to do so. The choice was made in each moment. By this time, I had become really well acquainted with the vibration of love in action, and I remembered that I actually had the option to use the love frequency to transform my experience. So that is just what I did. I accessed that frequency in each and every moment possible to make magic happen. This is what the love algorithm in action looks like. 1. Instead of feeling defeated by a house in disrepair, I could be grateful for the roof over our head. We could have lost the entire house, and the opportunity to learn and grow through this experience. Instead of looking at our home as broken, I could choose to see the areas of our house that were whole. I could see the love that is ever present in all experience if we embrace that perspective. Instead of focusing on what we no longer had, I could pivot to focus on what we did have and was still more than enough. Instead of pointing a finger of blame at the insurance company or even myself for prior choices, I could have compassion and forgiveness for everyone involved. I could choose the truth that there are no accidents and that all experience is for expansion. I could take responsibility for all of my experience. These are the qualities of the love algorithm which could transform my experience. Wholeness, gratitude, compassion, forgiveness, truth, freedom, choice, perspective, responsibility, expansion. Did I execute this plan effortlessly? No. But when I fell off the horse, I stood back up, dusted myself off, and got back on. And because of that choice, what might have taken 10 years took a total of 3. 3 years later, after 2 floods because of exposed pipes bursting, insulating the garage walls myself because the kitchen was too cold in the winter, space heaters, and closing down parts of the house in disrepair, we had completed all repairs and had rebuilt. I chose to apply the algorithm of love instead of victimization, and magic occurred. Love isn't rainbows and unicorns. Love isn't what you think it is. The vibration, frequency, quality, and application of the formula of love is more powerful than any other in existence. We our eternal selves, are an energy, otherwise known as consciousness. Our consciousness in its purest form can also be described as the vibration of love. This is why the idea of know thyself is the pathway to everything you need. It helps you to discover yourself as the physical manifestation of that frequency on earth. Each and every time that you choose yourself, that you choose this vibration, you are healing, resolving, transforming. You are becoming more of your true self. Love is mastery of life and pure potential. Love is what you reach for when you are feeling beaten down and which supports you in rising like a phoenix from the ashes. Love is the focus you choose that dissolves boundaries and limitation. Love is the freedom to chart your course regardless of what reality is showing you in each moment. Love is. Tap into it and access your sovereignty. Choose love. To read this post or any of my other writing about the Path of Mastery, please go to angelsevolution.com or medium.com/@JenniferHeflin. Thank you so much for listening, and until next time, may the light shine in you, with you, and through you.